Hey gentlemen, welcome back to Dental Miracle. Have you ever wished you could just grow a new tooth? Forget painful implants, dreaded root canals, or uncomfortable dentures? What if I told you that future is closer than you think? Today, we're re-diving into a groundbreaking innovation from South Korea that could completely change dentistry as we know it. A tiny patch that promises to regenerate our teeth. Stick around, because this is a story you won't want to miss. So, what exactly is this miracle patch? A team of brilliant scientists at Pohang University of Science and Technology, or POSTECH, has developed a thin, flexible patch that you can stick right onto a damaged tooth. It's not science fiction. It's the result of years of dedicated research into biomaterials and stem cell technology. The core idea is to guide our body's own healing mechanisms to repair and even regrow tooth tissue. This is a massive leap from the traditional drill and fill approach that has dominated dental care for over a century. To understand why this is so revolutionary, let's quickly talk about our teeth. Each tooth has an outer layer called enamel, which is the hardest substance in the human body. Beneath that is dentin, a softer, bone-like tissue, and at the very center is the pulp, which contains nerves and blood vessels. The problem is, once our adult teeth are damaged, especially the enamel and dentin, they can't regenerate on their own. That's why cavities get worse over time and why we need fillings. Current treatments just patch up the problem, but they don't restore the original living tooth structure. This is where the South Korean team's invention comes in. They VA-engineered a patch made from a special silk protein that has been treated to mimic the natural environment of a developing tooth. But here, as the truly genius part, this patch is loaded with molecules that act like a signal, calling in stem cells from the tooth's own pulp. These are undifferentiated cells, like blank slates, that can be programmed to become new. Specialized tooth cells, the ones that create dentin, imagine you have a cavity. Instead of drilling it out and filling it with a synthetic material like amalgam or composite resin, your dentist could simply apply this patch. Over a period of several weeks, the patch would encourage stem cells within your tooth to migrate to the damaged area. Once there, these stem cells would get to work, transforming and laying down new dentin, effectively healing the tooth from the inside out. It's like providing a blueprint and the right construction crew for your body to rebuild itself. The lead researcher, Dr. Park Chan-hee, explained that their goal was to create a method that was not only effective but also minimally invasive. The patch itself is biodegradable, meaning it dissolves safely in the mouth after it has done its job. There's no need for a second procedure to remove it. This makes the entire process much more comfortable and less intimidating for patients, especially for kids or anyone with a bit of dental anxiety. Let's be honest, that's most of us. The results from their lab studies have been incredibly promising. In experiments, they applied these patches to damaged teeth in animal models. What they observed was remarkable. After about 8 weeks, they saw significant regeneration of dentin tissue. The new tissue was structurally sound and seamlessly integrated with the existing tooth. It wasn't just a patch-up job, it was true biological repair. They essentially managed to turn back the clock on tooth decay. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds amazing, but when can I actually get this? That's the million-dollar question. The technology is still in the preclinical phase, which means it's being rigorously tested in laboratory settings. The next major step is to move into human clinical trials. This is a critical stage where they will test the safety and effectiveness of the patch on actual patients. This process is lengthy and requires a lot of funding and regulatory approval, so it's not something we'll see in our local dental clinic next year. However, the team is optimistic. Given the success they've seen so far, they believe they are on a clear path toward commercialization. They are already in talks with pharmaceutical and dental companies to help fund the next stages of research and development. Experts in the field predict that if human trials go well, we could potentially see this technology become available within the next 5 to 10 years. That might sound like a long time, but in the world of medical breakthroughs, that's actually quite fast. Let's think about the implications here. This could mean the end of root canals as we know them. A root canal is necessary when decay reaches the pulp, causing infection and intense pain. The procedure involves removing the infected pulp, effectively killing the tooth. With this patch, dentists could intervene earlier, regenerating the dentin and saving the pulp before a root canal is ever needed. The tooth remains alive and healthy. It could also revolutionize the treatment of cracked teeth or dental trauma. Instead of crowning the tooth or, in worst-case scenarios, extracting it, a regenerative patch could be used to heal the fracture from within, preserving the natural tooth structure. And for children's dentistry, the potential is enormous. It offers a gentler, more effective way to treat cavities in young patients, setting them up for a lifetime of better oral health. Of course, there are still challenges to overcome. The researchers need to ensure the regenerated tissue is just as strong and durable as natural dentin. They also need to perfect the delivery system and make sure the patch stays in place and works effectively in the complex environment of the human mouth. And then there's the cost. New technologies are often expensive at first, so making it affordable and accessible to everyone will be a key hurdle. But despite these challenges, the excitement in the dental community is palpable. This research from Postec is part of a larger global movement towards regenerative dentistry. Scientists all over the world are exploring ways to regrow not just parts of teeth, but entire teeth. Some are using 3D printing to create scaffolds, while others are focusing on different types of stem cells. It's a competitive and rapidly advancing field, and this South Korean breakthrough is a major step forward. It really makes you wonder what the dental office of the future will look like. Perhaps it will be less about drills and needles, and more about biology and regeneration. Instead of fearing a visit to the dentist, we might look forward to it as a place of healing and restoration. This technology empowers our own bodies to do what they do best: heal. So, while we continue to brush and floss to keep our teeth healthy the old-fashioned way, we can also look to the future with a lot of hope. The work being done by Dr. Park and his team at Postec isn't just an academic exercise. It's a genuine promise for a future with healthier smiles and far less dental pain. It's a reminder of the incredible power of science to solve some of our most common and persistent health problems. What do you think about this tooth regenerating patch? Is this something you would be excited to try? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think about the future of dentistry. And if you found this video fascinating, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the latest scientific breakthroughs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.